Hello everyone, TMMgamer, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you a FIFA 15 live commentary for the very first time, and wow, today has been frustrating. I've tried to do this video about 3 or 4 times now and I've had minimization problems. The last game I actually managed to play a full game without it minimizing, but the connection was just absolutely unbelievably atrocious. In all of my days of FIFA, I've never had a game that bad. It was just unplayable. It was flat out unplayable. Ugh. No, not free kicks. Corners. Coutinho. Come on. Coutinho. There we go. Coutinho. It's wonderful. Right, now I can ready up. Ah, it was so frustrating. And, you know, I'm deliberately not using it because it was just me sitting there for 12 minutes complaining about how awful it was. It's absolutely dreadful. But this guy, he's got quite an interesting hybrid Argentinian, Portuguese league. There's some inter-strikers up front there. Pretty interesting team, actually. Not high pressure, counter-attack. Defensive. Right, let's go. And I'm also, in an interesting development, I'm playing FIFA without game sound because I can't find what I'm doing with my headset, which is really annoying. So I can't have the game sound coming out the TV because then it will go through the microphone and create loads of horrible feedback, and I'm sure you guys would appreciate if that didn't happen. So I'm sitting here currently with no game sound, which is interesting to say the least. I've been playing that for most of the day now without the game sound, so I'm getting used to it. But it is a little jarring, I have to say. But yeah, today has been super frustrating. So fingers crossed I can actually sit down and record a game with no lag, with no minimizing, with plenty of action. Because one of the things, the game I actually tried to do first was a 5-4 victory for me. I won 5-4. I was 1-0 down, then I went 2-1 up, then I went 3-2 down, then I went 4-3 up, then it was 4-all, then it went to 5-4 in my favour. And I got really into it. It was going to be an absolutely fantastic live commentary. But the sodding thing crashed. And it's been one of those days today. I'm hopefully going to be able to do a tutorial after this video because that's the plan. But it's taken me 3 3/4 hours to record one 12-minute video, which is just ludicrous. You know, I've had today off and the plan was to sit there and do a nice number of FIFA videos, aiming to do 2 or 3 tutorials, going to do a couple of live comms, going to record another football talk. You know, I've got the day off. And so that was what I was planning to do. And just everything has conspired against me. Everything that could have gone wrong has in fact gone wrong. And it's just absolutely, it's such a pain in the backside. So it's given me something I can talk about on what's wrong with FIFA 15 anyway. Because the connection was just atrocious. And it's currently, like, it's not even 5 o'clock. So the vast majority of the country is still at work. So there's no one online. I have fibre optic broadband. There's nobody in the house. You know, there's only 2 of us as well. There's only 2 people. I don't understand how in the year 2014 a company as large as EA Sports and as profitable as EA cannot, for the life of it, manage to get 2 people to play a game together on FIFA without having horrendous connection issues. I just don't understand. And he's offside there. Oh, you can probably tell how annoyed I am. I'm really annoyed today. It's just been one of the most frustrating YouTube days I've had in a very long time. And this guy is not bad at all as well. I'm on top, but he's pretty tight defensively, and I was completely out of position with Barry there. Good save. Let's get that upfield. Big Ed. Oh, no, that's nice, actually. Go on, Loic. He's defending like me. See, I'm still not used to this Xbox controller. I'm still missing passes because of the analog stick. It's quite a natural position for my hand because I've played with PS3 and, well, PS3 I've never had it. Oh, what is that? But that's exactly what I mean. I'm playing with this controller that I'm not used to, and I'm just mislaying passes everywhere. Unfortunately, this guy can't finish his dinner. But it's a little bit awkward for me, I have to say. Let's get past him. But, oh, what am I doing? There we go. Got away with that one. Pass. Pass. Little dink. I'm thinking of changing this formation as well because it is very solid. But I was just holding off there where I waltzed through. But it's just too narrow. I haven't found a formation I really like on FIFA 15 yet. I'm actually debating playing with... what are you doing? He's done that like 5 times. Wake up. I'm actually considering playing with wing-backs because I like it to be tight in midfield, but the full-backs just don't get upfield enough in this formation. And if they do, it leaves you really open because for some reason, even though I'm on defensive, Gareth Barry in this game, although it's normally Morgan Schneiderlin, my central defensive midfield decides just to run upfield for no reason. And the whole point of me playing this formation is to be really solid in the central... oh, what is that? Fortunately, Begovic saved it. Absolutely horrendous defending there. But yeah, I'm not happy with this formation at the moment. But that's the thing. I'm still trying to tinker. Asmir's really easy, that one. Right, let's kick this into the channel. Oh, he's shanked it, hasn't he? Yes, he has. That kick is on, but it's a lot harder because they've really toned down how good goalkeepers are at kicking. Because before you could have a keeper with mid-70s kicking and it would be fine. But now kicking actually makes a big difference. It really does that sort of distribution. So you have to be a lot more precise. So I suppose here's a good thing. It's good defending. Very good defending. But yeah, it would be nice to do a live commentary that doesn't crash. And what will probably happen is I'll get to the end of this video and I'll go and check the footage and I'll find out that it hasn't recorded or that my voice is glitched. It's just one of those. It's totally one of those days. But this guy's actually defending quite nicely. So, see, because this guy is actually, he's sitting back and covering a lot. So what you can do is actually hold onto the ball a little longer and then try for that killer pass. And that nearly worked with Remy. It's going to win me a corner. But when people sit off that deep, you have a lot more... I don't know why it showed Begovic looking really disappointed there as well. It's like, oh no, Begovic is absolutely distraught. Oh, okay. Let's let everybody get into position. Put the corner in with Philippe. That's a good corner! More curve required. More curve required there. But yeah, back to his defending style. Oh my, what was I attempting there? Oh, when Remy's just blasted it over. Oh, that's so bad. I was just not expecting that to come to me. It was just pure shock with Ramsey. I was like, oh, I've got the ball. What? That's a nice pass. But this guy's playing 4-1-2-1-2 as well, with the wingers instead of the centre mids. And I find a lot of people play this formation, and when you meet another guy playing this formation, it's so stagnant in the middle of the park. And because I don't have the width and my fullbacks aren't particularly adventurous, I do have, come on ref, come on now. I do have Sanya and Jose Enrique, who aren't the best attacking fullbacks in the game, let's be honest, especially Sanya. Sanya's a bit too slow. That's good defending. Come on, forward with Coutinho, because he's just going to sit there with his CDM. See what he's doing? He's controlling his CDM right now. And Aaron, what? What? You're on the run, and I play a little 3-yard ball, and it's not enough. But Gareth has done well. Little ball into the channel for Yov. Yes, lovely. That's much better. Well taken. Yeah, Jovetic has played really well. In that 5-4 where the game crashed, he scored a hat-trick. He scored the goal in the really laggy game, which finished 1-1. So already, those were his first 2 games. He's already on 4 goals. So this is game 3, and he scored 5 goals already. And that was a really nicely taken goal. But that was quite an even half. He had a lot of possession, but didn't really do much with it. I felt I was, beginning to get on top there. This is the thing. It always takes a little bit of time in games to work your opponent out, and that's what I was saying during my full game run through tutorial. The first thing you should do is try and work out what your opponent's doing. That's good defending in the end. Really good. Just played it against him as well. Fantastic from Bakary there. But that is really what you need to be doing the first few minutes into the game. And I noticed that he was using that defensive technique where he just runs his centre mid back, and because I noticed that, it enabled me to keep hold of the ball for longer. Because normally what I like to do is ping the passes around. Eduardo Salvio, that's who that guy is. Well, he's an absolute Football Manager legend for me. He scored the winning goal in the Champions League for AFC Wimbledon in my first Champions League win. What a hero that guy is. But it's not that back. No, he's missed it. Fortunately he missed the scum. My days, Bakary. What was that? What was that? Get your... Oh, that's it. You got a foot on it. Well played. Pass. See, that's it. He's just running his centre mid around, and he expects me to turn back, and that's just... What? What? That's not a foul. How much of the ball did he get? He just ran into me. I understand the shoulder charge, but there was no shoulder involved there. It was just a body check. It's a good ball, that. But again, Stephen Taylor. See, there he is again, controlling the centre mid. That's the only player he's been controlling so far, and that was really nice to pass it around him. That's it. See, you just move him around. And I thought I had less time than that. I thought that slide tackle was going to get onto me there. But again, you saw how I broke him down. You know, he's moving that centre mid around, so it becomes very predictable. There's only a certain amount of things he can do with that player. And Musa, what are you doing with your life, Squire? Do something better. As that's probably going wide. Begovic could have left that. Come on. Good head away. Really nice. Oh, well played, Loic. Well done. One too many pina coladas for you, I think. Big head, Sacco. So just wait. Now, there's no rush. He's basically letting me advance up the field freely here. Because this is the way he's doing it. Oh, dallied a bit more. Good tackle, though. Tried to squeeze that through. Big head, Aaron. Or not. See, I really don't like having to use Jovetic like this. Because one thing I have noticed in Ultimate Team is players' fitnesses drop so much more. You know, it really is a huge drop. Oh, Loic Remy. That is absolutely abysmal. That is abysmal. That is such an easy ball. Let's have to touch it round the corner. It requires no pace. It requires no precision. Anybody. I would have been absolutely mortified if I made that pass. And you're a professional footballer. Run, Bakary, run. I've switched off Sacco. Fortunately, switched back. No, run towards the ball. And there's the pause. See, it does say you're playing 4-4-2, but it's not. When you're actually in the squad screen, it's 4-1-2-1-2-2, which is the formation I'm playing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's probably going to be the formation I do my first formation tutorial on. So, I'm going to be playing with it a little bit. And obviously, because I'm playing a lot of Ultimate Team, and Yov, you got away with that. But Coutinho again, touch of an axe murderer. But yeah, this is the first formation I'm going to do a tutorial on. I might just do an overall one for 4-1-2-1-2 actually, and talk about the differences between the two formations and which one's better for which style. But let's see again. He's running his centre mid back, so I'm just going to walk the ball forward. And pass it to Coutinho. So that's his centre mid. CDM completely out the way there. Completely out the way. He did absolutely nothing. And this is the problem with this style of defending. It is ludicrously predictable. It is super, super predictable. And I haven't made the best use of... that's a great cross. Oh, Gareth Barry! Deflected another corner. But I haven't made the best use of the chances I've created. I should have really scored a couple of more goals now. But it's just so obvious. And it's definitely a good thing to do in certain situations, you know. Because I always say, oh, you need to run your defenders back. But when you literally just control your centre mid at all times and never do anything different with him, it becomes super, super predictable. And it is really easy to deal with. And you've seen, I've created several little half chances, literally not having to do anything. I just have to walk. I'm not even sprinting upfield, and I'm getting chances created. And he is offside there. And that is what I mean. It is just so easy to create chances doing that. And he's going to run across and block me off there. So I'm just going to try and dink this to Remy. Now, yeah, again, I've had such limited success with that. It's just, I don't think my... my centre-backs are good enough for passing to get that done. Oh, do the skill move, please. Please, game. See, is Coutinho 3-star skills? Because I've had that happen to me a couple of times with Coutinho, where he just doesn't do the skill I want. And I haven't checked that. That probably should have been a good idea. Because I love my players to have at least 4-star skills. Because, you know, the turn and spin is my favourite skill move. It's the one that I have by far the most success with. And I think it's the most useful in the most number of situations. And that's a 4-star skill, and that has to be cleared, that. So it's pretty frustrating when you have players who are 3-star. And I think Coutinho should be 4-star. I mean, He's definitely renowned for his dribbling and his skills. That was poor. See, that's a good example of when you should stand off. You know, I was pretty isolated. I was on the wing. There was not really any support too close to me. And again. And again. And again. See, look, he tried to jockey me there, but because I knew he was going to do that from last time, I can put the cross in and scythe me down. This should be a card. Another arm wave. Wow, this ref's been lenient today. He has been very lenient. But you see that this is what I mean about analysing your opponent. And this is something you have to do on the fly, because people, especially... No, it's true for everybody. You know, but especially an Ultimate Team. You know, there's so many easy, repeatable, predictable tactics that people do. And they do it again and again and again in games because it's what's successful for them. When you play a player, it's very, very rare you run into somebody who will have more than 3 or 4 gimmicks. They will have, you know, 3 or 4 things they do, both in attack and defence. And Dembele is absolutely tight. Please let me switch to centre mid. There we go. Thank you. But they'll have these exact same tactics again and 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 again. And Loic Remy, you have missed that. Oh, it's saviour. I was going to say, if you just put that wide, you're getting fired. But they will just do it again and again. And it's super, super easy to figure it out. And if you can, you're on, all of a sudden, have a massive advantage. Now, this guy has created basically nothing against me. And I should have really scored a few more goals. He had a lot of possession, but I've just basically shut the game down. And I think it's definitely easier... One gone. Sorry, I had an absolute guy absolutely hair past the window there. No way he was doing 30. But you know, it's super easy to win like this on FIFA 15. That's one of the things I do like about it. If you defend well, you can definitely keep clean sheets. I think there's a bit less of the BS that there was in previous Ultimate Teams. I haven't had too many examples where keepers have just done something ridiculous or a defender's thrown something in. Now, if you look at all of the chances he's had, they are under pressure shots, normally from the edge of the area, with the keeper in a good position, normally from a fairly narrow angle. You know, a lot of them were going wide. You know, a lot of his shots were actually going wide. That's why he's only got 1 shot on target, but Begovic saved it anyway. So, all of the saves that Begovic has made, a lot of them were irrelevant. You can see that. I've taken a few pot shots from long distance, but... it was a relatively easy victory in the end. You see, 59% possession, but I hammer on about this so often. It's not how much of the ball you have, it's what you do with it. And he had a lot of the ball and created very, very little in the grand scheme of things. And his defence, he had the same tactic that he used again and again. And once I'd figured that out, it was very, very easy for me to begin to exploit that. So... this is, I actually think, is a really, really good video to follow on the back of my original FIFA 15 tutorial about running you through a full game, because it shows you very, very straightforwardly an easy way to quickly analyse an opponent and then use it to break him down. And in the end, it was a pretty comfortable victory for me there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Fingers crossed when I go and check Sony Vegas, my voice is actually recording and this hasn't crashed and my computer hasn't burst into flames and I can actually get this uploaded for you, which would be phenomenal. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.